Hello, welcome back. So today in this video I'll calculate the center of mass of a hemisphere, solid hemisphere of radius r. So let's say the hemisphere is oriented in this way. This is your x-axis, this is, let's say, y-axis, and your hemisphere is oriented this way, right? So this is your hemisphere, let's say, and hemisphere of radius r, capital R, let's say. So we'll find out where the center of mass will be if the hemisphere is oriented in this way. Now the formula for center of mass, as it is a uniform, here mass is uniformly distributed, so this type of object, when we are calculating the moment of inertia, we use the integration, that xcm will calculate, that is integration x dm, ycm will be integration y dm, and zcm equal to z dm integration 1 by m. Capital M is the total mass of the object, right? So this is the formula if the masses are uniformly distributed and it is not like discrete. So we can use this formula, right? So here what we'll do, this hemisphere, we will cut the hemisphere in small strips, disc type strips, right? If we'll cut a hemisphere, you will get the stripes like this, and this will be like a disc. This will be like disc. Okay, it's like a disc. So, and you know the center of where the center will lie in case of a disc, at the midpoint. So at each disc, if you cut it infinite number of disc, small disc, everywhere the center of mass for each disc will be on x-axis only. That means we can say there will be no ycm and zcm, both you will get 0. Okay, so center of mass will somewhere on the x-axis, will be somewhere on the x-axis. So let us calculate the xcm, and let's say this width is dx. Let's say the width is dx. So we'll use our formula to calculate the xcm, that is 1 upon m integration x dm, x, this is dm. Okay, so x is the distance from the origin, let's say this is the origin, 0 origin, and this height is the y, and of course this will be the radius r, right? So we can write that this is integration x is the distance and dm is the mass of this disc. What will be the mass of the disc? That is the dm. So we can write that in terms of density, we can write, right? So what is the volume of this disc? If this is a disc of width dx, so it's like a cylinder, right? Very small, you can see. So what is the volume of this cylinder? Volume will be the area pi r square, and h, height, is dx, width is dx. So pi r square dx will be the volume. Now what is the mass? Mass is equal to, mass per volume is density, so rho into volume is equal to your mass. Okay, and here is equal to, we are supposed to find out the dm, so we can write is dv, small volume, and we can write is rho, we can write here dv is equal to, what will be the dv? Volume, that pi r square, here what is the radius of this ring? Y square, pi y square dx. Right, here the radius is pi y square dx. Radius is y, this is the disk radius. So y square I can write r square minus x square, because I need the term in terms of x to find out the integration. I don't need in terms of y. My operator is dx here, so I need to convert this y in terms of pi y square. I can write r square minus x square dx. So I'll replace this dm here, x dm integration. So I can write this 1 upon m, capital M, integration. Your dm is this one, so you can write rho pi r square minus x square x dx. So you can integrate it easily, and the constants will come outside. So you can do like this, 1 upon m, and rho pi will come outside, then r square x dx, x minus x cube whole dx. Right, so what will be the integration? We can calculate the integration, and the dx will vary from 0 to r, right? So we can put the integration here, 0 to r, the x, 0 to r. So rho pi by m, this is integration rx minus x cube, so I can, integration will be r square x dx, integration is x square by 2 minus x cube, integration is x4 by 4, this is 0 to r, and this is a definite integral. So I'll put the upper limit first, then I'll subtract it with the lower limit. So what I'll get, rho pi m, and this is r square, r I'll put, so r fourth by 2 and minus r fourth by 4, then 0 0 minus 0. Okay, so now what we will get, just you can take LCM and you can find out the result basically. So XCM will be equal to a rho pi divided by m, and this is LCM is 4, so 2 r to the power 4 minus r square. So this is your XCM. And what is the mass? Mass is the total mass of this hemisphere, right? This is the total mass of the hemisphere. So what is total mass of the hemisphere? In terms of density we can write, what is the volume of the hemisphere? Total volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and volume of this your hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Then what is the mass? In terms of density you can write volume, mass upon volume is density, or density into volume. So rho, or you can say 2 by 3 pi r cube rho. This is your mass. So I can remove this mass, I can replace this mass, and I can use this one, that is 2 by 3 pi r cube rho. Rho cancelled, pi cancelled. Inside the bracket 2 is 4 here, is 4 here. 2 r to the power 4 minus r to the power 4 is r to the power 4 by 4. Now r cube, ye 4 will cancel out, So what will be left? 3 will go up. So it's 3, 2 into 4 is 8, 3 by 4, 3 by 8 r. This is your XCM. And y and z coordinates are 0. That means if we'll cut this radius into 3 by 8 of r, that means 8 parts of radius, 3 parts. So somewhere here you will have the center of mass, right? And here of course it will be on the x-axis, so that the y and z coordinates are 0. So if you want to write the coordinate point, coordinates of this point, then it will be, so center of mass is you can write like this, coordinate 3 by 8 r. This is your x coordinate, y coordinate will be 0, and z coordinate will of course 0. So this is the center of mass for your hemisphere. You can calculate in this way, right? Thank you for watching. See you in another concept.